They raised their eyes to the sky, but the sky was silent. They were praying. They repented.
Who comes in his place? I'm John Constantine.
He walks between worlds, chained by damnation, haunted by demons, and armed with nothing but sarcasm, cigarettes, and just enough faith to make hell nervous. Constantine 2 is coming, yes, finally, and the dark magician of DC's occult underworld is back. After nearly 2 decades of waiting, Keanu Reeves returns to the trenchcoat, the holy relics, and the smirking defiance that made Constantine a cult classic. But this time, the war isn't just between heaven and hell. This time, the battlefield is Constantine himself. Constantine 2 is officially in development, with a projected release window in late 2025 or early 2026. Warner Brothers is producing the sequel, reuniting Keanu Reeves with original director Francis Lawrence, who has long expressed a desire to return to the character with a darker, more mature vision. Akiva Goldsman is once again handling the screenplay, promising a deeper dive into the twisted theology and urban mysticism that fans fell in love with back in 2005. The genre: supernatural horror with noir influences, and this time, it's likely to push even further into R-rated territory. Something the first film flirted with but couldn't fully embrace due to studio constraints at the time. The film will, of course, see the return of Keanu Reeves as John Constantine, the exorcist, a cult detective, and reluctant anti-hero who smokes like the world's ending because, in his world, it usually is. Though much of the supporting cast has yet to be confirmed, there are strong rumors of Tilda Swinton reprising her role as the androgynous Archangel Gabriel, and Peter Stormare returning as Lucifer Morningstar, who arguably stole the original film's final act. New cast members are being kept tightly under wraps, but whispers of a rival magician, possibly an adaptation of DC's Felix Faust or The First of the Fallen, have fans buzzing with theories. Plot details remain locked in the Book of Revelation, but here's what we know based on early interviews and clues. Constantine 2 is expected to explore the aftermath of John's last-minute salvation at the end of the first film. Though he cheated hell once, no one escapes unscathed. Constantine's body may be clean, but his soul is still on loan, and something is coming to collect. Rumors suggest a story steeped in biblical horror, ancient prophecy, and a growing war between heaven and hell that has left both sides fractured. Constantine must uncover a hidden third force, older than angels, more dangerous than demons, that threatens to rewrite the very balance of creation. And he might not make it out alive this time. Now, let's break down what we've seen from the teaser footage released at Comic-Con behind closed doors. Yes, it leaked, and yes, it's glorious. The first shot, a funeral. Rain pouring. The camera tilts down to a familiar pair of black boots. Constantine stands at the edge of a grave, cigarette dangling from his lips, muttering, "Guess it's my turn now." Then thunder cracks, and the screen splits open in flames. We see flashes of a decrepit cathedral with stained glass bleeding light, angel wings pinned to a wall, and demonic runes glowing beneath a crumbling city. One particularly chilling moment shows Constantine submerged in holy water, screaming as visions of alternate realities rush past his eyes. And then, the money shot. Peter Stormare's Lucifer emerging barefoot on scorched ground, smiling as he says, "You owe me a soul, John." The tone is exactly what fans have been craving: darker, more spiritual, and dripping with the gothic decay of a world teetering between salvation and damnation. The visuals. Think The Exorcist meets Blade Runner, rain-slicked streets, neon halos, ancient scrolls, and unholy rituals performed in subway tunnels. The trailer ends with Constantine whispering, "If God won't answer, I'll ask the devil." Fade to black. Fans are ecstatic. For years, the 2005 Constantine was treated like a forgotten gem, too weird for the mainstream, too bold for its time. But over the years, it became a cult classic, especially as Reeves' career skyrocketed with John Wick and The Matrix revivals. The announcement of a sequel nearly broke the internet, and reactions have been nothing short of ecstatic. The hashtag Constantine2 hashtag is flooded with fan art, theory videos, and deep dives into the Hellblazer comics, especially focusing on story arcs that could be adapted, including Dangerous Habits, Original Sins, and the infamous The Laughing Magician. And here's where it gets interesting. Constantine 2 may not just be a one-off sequel. There are rumors, strong ones, that this film could help relaunch a Justice League Dark franchise within DC's rebooted cinematic universe. James Gunn has already hinted at wanting to explore the darker, mystical side of the DCU, and Constantine could be the key. Imagine a future where Constantine joins forces with Zatanna, Deadman, and Swamp Thing. The potential is massive and terrifying. So is the hype justified? Absolutely. Constantine 2 is not just a nostalgic victory lap. It's a long overdue continuation of a story that still has so much spiritual rot, moral ambiguity, and apocalyptic poetry to explore. It's Keanu Reeves playing one of his most tortured, fascinating roles, but this time, with full creative freedom. It's a horror noir thriller that doesn't hold back, and it might just be the most ambitious supernatural film DC has ever attempted. But what about you? Are you ready to walk through hell again with John Constantine? What do you think the central threat will be this time? An ancient god, the wrath of heaven, or Constantine's own sins catching up to him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what storyline from the comics you want to see. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dives into the shadowy corners of comic book cinema. Until next time, light a cigarette, say a prayer, and never trust an angel.